Oh man, now politics come the sweet. It come the sweet pass Abaluma. One of our brothers, where in name now, Sahid Aderito. He don't win than David Prize in history. What? $300,000 US. The guy now professor with Florida International University inside UK, USA. That's America. Now our supposed president-elect, Tinubu, go Twitter, go to congratulate the guy, say, hey, congratulations, oh, you have done well, oh, you have done this, oh, we are so proud of you. Now the professor, this one, professor, he gets sense. He can't reply the tweet. He say, thank you for congratulating me, but please, can you return our stolen mandate? Look your screen, no be like they talk from the blue. I'll be from the moon. I'll be from the blue. Look your screen. He did there. I put the tweet for there. Thank you very much. Thank you, but please return our stolen mandate. Now the same man, the same Sahid Aderito, Peter Obi, come wish him, tell him, congratulations, thank you for making us proud. A new Nigeria is really possible. Thank you for keying into the new Nigeria and making us proud in the international space. The guy can't reply, say, thank you very much, my president-elect. He tell one, say, return our stolen mandate. Tell the other one, say, thank you for telling me congratulations, our president-elect. Who you call president-elect, not be who they call winner, not be who I call winner, but who I call winner. The professor tell us, say, I beg, return our stolen mandates. Oh, this one is sweet me for Nepo. It's sweet me. Anyways, our presidential candidates, the man of the people, he don't finally face Nigerians after the election. We they call them post-election interview. He don't come out follow Nigerians talk. So my job today like to dissect the things where Peter Obi talk for this interview on top Arise TV. So I go dissect him well, give una so una go understand within our man LOP 72 within our man talk inside that interview. First of all, they ask him, why are you going to court? Why you dey go court? I beg, make una help me listen to why Peter Obi they go court. I'm gonna watch.
I'm not challenging their declaration. Sorry, I'm not challenging who they declared. I'm not challenging whatever the outcome. I'm challenging the process which they arrived at their declaration. And unless we do that, we're not going to stop the rascality we witnessed in that election. The process through which people come into office, if for me, I said it everywhere, is far more fundamental than what they do thereafter. There's a process of doing things. There's a process of arriving at any destination. If, like I said in my press conference, if you're going to answer His Excellency, the process of coming to that position must be excellent. If you're going to be a bishop, there's a process of being a bishop. Dr. Ruben is a doctor. Why didn't you call me a doctor? Don't I look like a doctor? You called him a doctor because he went and read PhD. Rufai might be awarded a doctor by university. So he's a doctor. But you can't just go on the street and say you're a doctor when you're not. So there must be a process, because even if it's going to be awarded, you must have done something that merited you to be awarded that. Or you must have, like Ruben, went and read PhD. Otherwise, we're all doctors. So a process is important.
Very intelligent man. Him talk say, he know they go court because they declare person winner. Say he they go court because the process we bring in the person they faulty. say no be wetin INEC tell us them do. So he is challenging the process, not who they declare winner. Una dey hear me? Hear am well o. He know they challenge say they declare this guy winner. He say no. Say him they challenge the process wey lead to declaring him winner. Make they see that process. How you take win? When we say you win, everybody dey mourn. How you take win? They come ask am again say, people they talk say, leave am like this now. It's the will of God. Let's leave it like this. It is the will of God. It is the will of God that Tinubu was declared a winner. Leave it like this. Make we hear wetin our man Peter Obi talk. I'm gonna watch.
What they're actually preaching is the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is accepting wrongdoing, accepting what is unacceptable. That is using God's name in vain. That's not what God said. God said, do not use my name in vain. So what they're saying is not God's wish. It is not God's plan for Nigeria. So why don't we accept that the 133 million Nigerians who are poor is God's wish? Why don't we accept that 95 million Nigerians living in absolute poverty is God's wish? It is God's wish that we don't have electricity. It is God's wish that our children are kidnapped. It is God's wish that we have collapsed primary health care, leading us to be the country with the highest infant mortality. It is everything that happening is God's way. That's not what God says. No. God's wish is when you do the right thing. And in the end, it is done. This election was predicated and planned. And we have clear laws about the conduct of the election. If it was followed, if these results were uploaded from the booth polling unit, like they said, to the server and everything, we won't be here, we won't be talking about it. It would have been concluded in a matter of hours without anybody arguing about it. But it is not God's wish that you do the wrong thing. It is not God's wish that you go and rob a train and make money and start sharing it. It is not God's. This is what is killing the country. People come here, take public money, and then go and give it to people in the church and they say it's God's wish and start giving them title in the church, title in this. That is what we are fighting. That's what we want to stop. We want God's wish to be truly God's wish. And that is when we do the right things and God gives his blessing. What we are doing now is why they come. What do you tell the young ones growing up? That is God's wish that you steal. That is God's wish that you conduct a wrong election. So tell me the difference between those of us who are doing this and the armed robbers. What is the difference between us and the trained robbers? Let's be sincere with ourselves. That's why it's God's wish that somebody came to your station and said he knows a governor who have 22 billion naira stacked, and nobody is asking about him. But we are stopping young people who are carrying computer and questioning them and calling them names. That's not God's wish. God wishes something better. What I want is God to allow us to do the right things so we can start building a better country for our children.
Him say, okay now, if we are to leave it like this, make we also live and like that. Say, the poverty wey dey this country, na the will of God. The suffer wey dey this country, na the will of God. Fuel wey no dey, na the will of God. Naira wey we dey buy, na the will of God. Total suffering inside Nigeria, na the will of God now. Make we live and like that, make everybody dey suffer. Say no, this cannot continue. This has been our old ways, so we must change it. We cannot always keep saying, leave it like that, leave it for God. Let us challenge it and then see the outcome in a court of proper jurisdiction. As I be speaking English. The guy as I again say, say some people talk say him rig election. One of them, you know, so what's that name? Reno Omokri. Say him rig election. Say, Oga, now true say you rig election. Make una hear reply you. I'm gonna watch.
Ruben, I have never and I will never ask anybody to add one vote for me that doesn't rightfully belong to me. I've never paid anybody to rig election for me. Go all over Nigeria and ask anybody in INEC, the so-called EOs, resident commissioner, everybody, whether any of them have met Peter Obi saying do this. Go and ask police, army, anybody. Never. They're referees. It is their job to do their job. I've never. This show where I got 97% is in Anambra State. Reno Oki forgot that in 2019, go and check the records, where PDP had the highest vote was in Anambra State. When in 2019, when I was vice presidential candidate to Atiku, our vote in Anambra State was 95 point something, almost 96%. That's where PDP got the highest vote, because I was on that ballot. And they know me. Remember, I live in Onitsha. If you want to know whether I get 95% in Anambra State, come and go to Anambra State with me. I don't need police. When I come out, you see the reaction of the people. In fact, I'm actually surprised I didn't get 100%. I'm telling you, because I don't know who will be voting against me in Anambra State. In the Southeast, it's a similar situation. People know me. People know what I stand for. People know I've kept to my promises. People know I've kept what I've said. It's a simple thing. It's like people go about and say, oh, he got votes in Lagos because of the Igbos. Look at how many Igbos live in Lagos. I got more votes from the indigenous in Lagos than those who are, you can call visitors. Are the Igbos in Nasarawa? Are the Igbos in Plateau? Are the Igbos in Abuja? In Rivers, where you know that the governor came out against me and everything, I said, if the real vote of Rivers were counted, we better won. I have over 50-something% of the vote. The other two parties were sharing the order. And it was, I won in Asoro. So, when you say it's rigging, which machinery do I have to rig? I have no councillor, I have no local government chairman, no this thing, I'm not in control of police, I don't even know any DPO. So which machinery will I use to rig? How will you do? They are the ones who I believe in this. What they are doing is what I'm trying to change. So those who tell you I've satisfied what I came for are part of the people we are trying to change.
Chikina, him talk say, I don't have what it takes to rig election. How many governors I get? Councillors, ministers. How many I get? How I want to rig the election? Okay, I rig election for East Abi. Okay, I still rig election for Plateau State. I still rig election inside Asoro. I still rig election inside Kaduna. I still rig election inside River State, inside Lagos. When we say no be Igbo people, no be say na Igbo land though. All these places where you call no be Igbo land. So if you rig for Southeast, you rig for all these other places wey no be Igbo land. Make we dey use our head now. He say he never give anybody 1 naira to rig election for them before. And me, I believe him because our movement I say we know they give shishi. Shishi. Because I'm saying the ethnic fights where they inside Lagos, where they talk say Badebo, Rose, Viber, no be Yoruba man. Say na Igbo man, na miss blood. So this fight where they happen for Lagos, they say what's up now? What did they happen? What do you have to say in this fight? We be like say na Igbo and the Yoruba they fight inside the Lagos State. As he touch governorship where they come this Saturday. Make una hear wetin our man Peter Obi talk. I'm gonna watch.
What you see as ethnic strife is just people trying to hide under what does not exist to cause confusion. There's no such. The vote that got in Lagos, I said it earlier, without knowing you were going to say, got across everybody in Lagos, from the call it Yorubas, Igbos, Hausas, Igbos, and all the tribes that reside in Lagos voted for me. I can tell you that I have a lot of people who I know have truly Yoruba, who are actually supporting me 24 hours. And it shouldn't be. In 2003, Obasanjo got over 90% of the votes in the entire Southeast. That's why the fact that our own revered leader, Ojukwu, was contesting. Nobody shouted at anybody. Nobody said, I won't do business with the Yorubas or with the Northerners or with anybody. He failed in the Yoruba land. But we gave him more votes in the Southeast, even when our own revered leader was contesting. Nobody quarreled with it. We have Yoruba people who live in the East. Don't think that it's only here. I can tell you now, where I live, two prominent people that I deal with are completely from the Southwest. And they were there. Nobody had asked them. There were people doing their business who have the material right to vote whoever they want. And I can go back to history. In 2011, we voted for Jonathan. He got more votes in the Southeast than he got in South-South. When Abiola contested the election, he had more votes in the Southeast. Even when his vice presidential candidate is Muslim from Kanu, and I don't know where Kingi became again, maybe from the north, when Tofa had an Igbo man as vice presidential candidate, a respected Igbo man, yet Abiola won. And when that election was annulled, go and check the principal and people who actually lost more in Nedeko. It is the Igbos who lost more in Nedeko. It is the Rafobias of this whose business were ruined. Go and check it. So when people bring what is not there, so who are those who voted for me in Abuja? Were the Igbos? Nobody got 25% in Abuja among the two parties. Is it the Igbos who voted for me in Jos, in Plateau? Is it the ones in Nasarawa? Is it the Igbos in occupying Nasarawa? The governor of Nasarawa said I won't get 10% of the votes in Nasarawa. The governor of Kaduna said I won't get 2,000 in Nasarawa. In Kaduna, I got 300,000. So let us not, at 300,000 Igbos in Kaduna. So where does this start? It's just people. I'm appealing to people for the interest of Nigeria. Today, we have a Pakistani as mayor of London, and India as prime minister, and they are doing far better than we're doing. In this place that is not even working, we're still trying to divide ourselves based on, and that's what we're trying to remove. It is this rascality, it is this structure we're trying to remove that brings this hatred, which we must remove in this system, so that the system can work. When people can no longer compete based on character, competence, compassion, and capacity, they resort to ethnic, religious, and be shouting, oh, Peter campaign on religion, oh, Peter campaign on, but they are the ones doing it.
When I don't hear I'm finished now. He said, during the time when Obasanjo the campaign to become president, so he said that 2003. Say how far now? Say even Obasanjo lose inside Yoruba land, even in place he lose there. But say almost 90-something% of the vote we make enter there came from Igbo land. Say there is no division between the Igbo and the Yoruba. Why are we killing ourselves? See, people when they bring all these things now to make Nigerians they fight themselves. Say it don't make sense. We are all one. Like you will always say, you don't buy bread cheaper in the north or in the south or in the west. This suffering are for everybody. So if you carry this ethnic matter for your head, now you know, drop them, drop them. So we go fit build a better Nigeria. That is possible. Now, make una see as Obi take campaign for Badebo to become Lagos State governor on Saturday. This guy get brain. See as he take analyze. As in the campaign, even Badebo self supposed call and say, Oga, come and go for vacation in where be that best place where did they go vacation? Anywhere of your choice. Come and go sponsor you. Because the way you take campaign for this guy, that campaign alone, you don't win election. Make una hear people to be campaign for GRV. I'm gonna watch.
When I was campaigning to be governor of Anambra State, I've never worked in government. I've never had anything to do with government. I was faced with the same thing. I was his age. I was just about. I started campaigning in 2003. 2001. I was just 39. By the time the election took place, I was 41, 42. So I was at that age. And it was the same thing. People were saying, hey, who is he? He has never worked in government before. He has not done it before. The only experience they can claim is the same experience of corruption, experience of stealing, experience of doing the wrong thing. In fact, at times it's good to bring somebody who doesn't have that experience so he can clean up the mess. I came in without that experience, and when they wanted to teach me the experience, I told them they are wrong. I recall telling my people to ask me, why will government of Anambra State have a lodge in Abuja? They said, because every state have it. I said, well, we can't. The government doesn't live in Abuja, so shut it down. Why would this one happen? Why is government going to have 18 guest houses? They said because that is open, because you have guests. These are things we shut down that make us have the money to do the work. So the experience they have is the experience I'm trying to remove. That's the structure they're telling you about. What you saw is challenging now is the structure we are saying we have no structure, we have no structure. That's the experience. As far as I'm concerned, he's at the right age, the right energy, the right educational background. Whatever there is, everything is lacking. Because of his exposure and everything, he will be able to read it. A job of a leader is always listening and learning.
Okay.
And I did that, and we succeeded. Listen to the people, do what they want, prove integrity, and look at the background where you're coming from. Remember that if you steal, it's going to show in the alumni listen of MIT that you're not a thief. There shouldn't be any tension. People should go out and vote for Badebo. He's the right candidate.
He said you don't need experience to govern or to become a governor or to go into politics. Say himself, which experience he gets? He came in. Say if they even better say the person don't get experience, because what they call experience now corruption. Say when he enter as Anambra State governor, they tell us say, hey, well, we get so lodge for governor lodge. We get this or we get. He say shut them down. We don't need them. Shut it down. Now the experience where they tell you all these loopholes where they use, they catch money, they share money, they chop money. Now the experience they tell you, he say no, those are the experience of waiting corruption. Say he better say this guy coming like this, MIT graduate. Say if he thief, he never go enter MIT. This he say he's a thief. Wanna they hear me? You know where MIT they? Relax, so go check question, go check them, go ask question though. MIT. You know go fit come go that class will come and come misbehave. They go publish your name for the world, and now you the crazy. Now let's say talk for that video. Say the guy has all the qualifications. Some they say he's 40, he's too young. Okay. When they say we'll be leaders of tomorrow. Okay, from which age we will start to become the leaders? From 70, Abi. When they calm down. Oh. Say Badebo is the real deal, and Lagos cannot afford to miss Badebo roads vival to become the next governor in Lagos State. When they hear me. So all Lagosians, if they hear my voice, clean your PVC. Ready it. All your governors, go and check all of them. Which school they go? Where they go? They carry local brain. See, Lagos needs an international man. And this man represents everything international. MIT. Vote for him. He has the experience. He gets sense. Architect, when you say you go arrange Lagos State, you go find, you go make sense. Now what will they give? Who give on a material and a wife? See, wife will marry. We don't attend almost all the international universities waiting for this world. Two of them now combine their international brain. You tell me say Lagos no go work. Relax. We got you. Labour got you. Labour Party, Mama, Papa, Biki. We got you inside Lagos State. So please clean up your PVC and vote for GRV. Come Saturday, Governorship and State House of Assembly election. All right now. Our man now they wait for make it come talk. It don't finally come out. Come talk. So make everybody rest. Melembe. The court of law, I believe, will give us back our mandate. Just like Sahid Aderito, that professor, will win prize for history. $300,000 as he take knock Tinubu that 2x2 for head. Tell us say Oga return our mandate. Now so all of us the wait. We go still knock up together say Oga Ngwano return our mandate. The court has spoken. Ngwano na I go say ona later. I beg. If you like this update, subscribe to my channel. I beg. Biko Ejo da Allah. Subscribe.